Hi everyone, welcome back to In Search of the Magic. Today I'm going to be walking you through meal plans at Disneyland Paris. Just to give you a quick heads up that at the end of the video there is a giveaway, so make sure to stay tuned to check that out. Yeah, giveaway, meal plans, yay! So there's 3 levels of meal plans at Disneyland Paris. They are quite different to Walt Disney World, so if you're used to going to Florida, then this is definitely the video for you because they're quite different. There's 3 levels. There's standard, plus, and premium. I don't know why I managed to forget that. And they correlate to an extent with the hotels. So Disneyland Hotel is premium, then Newport Bay, Sequoia Lodge, and Hotel New York, when it's open, are plus. David Crockett Ranch, Hotel Cheyenne, and Santa Fe are all standard. So standard is essentially a 2-star meal plan. This includes buffets and breakfast in your hotels. At David Crockett Ranch you get like a breakfast hamper that's brought to your cabin, and in all of the other hotels you go to the hotel restaurant where they will have a breakfast buffet. As you go up the hotels you get slightly more choice. So down at Santa Fe and Cheyenne you've got, I think it's 3 options for hot, and sort of 10 or 15 options for your cold section, which is like a continental breakfast. You've got like a bunch of 3 or 4 cereals. All of them include unlimited tea, coffee, fruit juices, and you've got cold meats, cheese, croissants, pastries, toast, loads of options. But as you go further up you'll get slightly more options of how many pastries you get, how many different types of bread you get. So it's more about choice rather than quantity as you go further up into the hotels. So there's not much point in upgrading or topping up to go and eat in other hotels. None of the hotels have character breakfast, so that's one thing to bear in mind, that it's not worth topping up for them. So yes, the standard is hotel breakfast, which is obviously all of them, and then buffet lunch or dinner. So they're all half board unless you choose to upgrade to full board, which I'll cover a bit later. So it's lunch or dinner, so you can book these restaurants 60 days in advance over the phone, which is, there's a free phone number, which is 0800 085 0671, and you select 2 for English, and you can book that from 11 PM the day before, because obviously when it's 11 PM here it's midnight in France. So you can book but it's 1 per day. You might get a cast member that will book your others. Sometimes things open up a little bit sooner, so definitely keep an eye on stuff, see what's available if you're going during busy times, and keep an eye on the booking online, because there are some options of booking online through the website, the Disneyland Paris website, which is disneylandparis.co.uk. Works a lot better on a desktop or a laptop than it does on a mobile device, so you're aware. Yes, booking. Yes, so there's an option of several buffets for the standard meal plan, which are the Agrabah Cafe, which is in the Disneyland Park, and Plaza Gardens, which is also in Disneyland. There's Restaurant des Stars, which is in the studios. There's Lagrange at Billy Bob's, which is in the village. There's Chuck Wagon, which is in Santa Fe Hotel. Nope, Chuck Wagon is in Cheyenne, and La Cantina is in Santa Fe, and there's the Crockett Tavern, which is at David Crockett Ranch, which obviously don't book that if you don't have a car. So yeah, that's standard. Plus is a mixture of buffets and table service, so you have slightly more choice. When they say you have a choice of all these restaurants, it means that you can also go to the lower value restaurants, but that's not always advisable if you're paying for your meal plan. If you've got it for free, then you know you got your meal plan for free, so you know, maybe don't worry so much about the value of your vouchers. But if you've paid for that and then you're going to go down a level, it seems a bit silly when you could just pay for that meal out of pocket and use your vouchers at a higher end restaurant. So the plus restaurants are Cape Cod and why can't I say yacht? I see how it's spelt in my head and I want to go say yacht. Yacht Club and Cape Cod, which are in Newport Bay. Hunter's Grill, which is in Sequoia Lodge. Whatever reopens in Hotel New York, when that reopens. There's the Steakhouse in the Village. There's Annette's. Cafe Mickey for lunch only is included on the plus plan, but there's no characters at lunch at Cafe Mickey. They're only there from 6 PM and that's when it turns into a premium restaurant. In Disneyland Park you have Captain Jack's and Silver Spur Steakhouse. In the studios you have Chez Remy. There's fantastic things. There's menus available online. If you go into the Disneyland Paris advice group on Facebook, which I will link below, in the files they have all of the menus which are there for you to have a look at. So I will link the group and then I will also link the files so that you can I'm hoping that's going to work and you can find them easily. They also have a top-up menu in there, so if you've got on a plus plan but you want to eat in a premium place, it'll give you an idea of how much your top-up's going to be. Remember to add drinks onto your top-ups. And then premium includes signature dining and character dining. So there's ADC Princess Lunch, which during busy times like peak season they will also do a dinner service for ADC. If ADC is open, there are princesses. The same as Inventions apart from breakfast, but you can't eat in Inventions for breakfast unless you're staying in the Disneyland Hotel. Yes, so Inventions is also character dining. Cafe Mickey, which I mentioned before, is premium from 6 PM and has characters. There's also premium menus available in the Steakhouse, Chez Remy, Captain Jack's. I'm not sure about Silver Spur Steakhouse. I'll check that. Put it on the screen. There's Walt's American Restaurant, which is on Main Street, and that's amazing if you can get like the last slot of the day, because if during winter you might actually get to see the parade come down Main Street while you're eating, if you're really lucky and you get a table by the window. There's California Grill, which is also premium. So you've got lots of options for to use your dining plan. I think you've got especially a lot of options considering how small the resort is at Paris. They really have crammed a lot in a small area. I think it's just amazing. So the prices are per night. So if you're staying for 4 nights, then times this by 4 and you'll get that price per person. So it's 34 and 24 for standard. So 34 for adults, 24 for children, 48 and 33 for plus, and 78 and 54 for premium. Now this is where the value comes in, because if you pay out of pocket for the same things that you'd use your vouchers for, you do actually save money. So for example, if I'm staying in Sequoia Lodge, my breakfast is €19. If I then go to Cape Cod, where the buffet is $36.99, if I was to pay out of pocket, I would also have to pay for a drink in Cape Cod as well, whereas if on the meal plan a drink is included. So I would then end up spending essentially around 40 euros for my evening meal. Add that all together, I'm spending 60 euros per day to eat in the same restaurants that I can spend £48 on, which with current exchange rates, I'm saving, well, I'm saving at least something. So it's what, about, so 60 euros is currently, 60 euros is currently £53. So I'm still saving £5, which, you know, I know it's not a lot to some people, but that's per day. So if I'm there for 5 days, that's £25 I've saved, which I can then spend on merch or put towards another trip, or, you know, actually do something useful like pay some bills. So, and it's the same with the others, you know, the breakfast at Santa Fe is 16 euros, and then evening meal is around 30 euros. Again, you add them together, you're about 50 euros, and you're paying 34 for your meal plan. So you do save money, providing that you're using your vouchers as they were intended to be used. And unlike in Disney World, you don't have this juggle constantly with how many snack credits have I got left, how many quick service have I got left, how many table service have I got left. You have 2 meals a day. You can upgrade to full board, which is 3 meals a day if you're particularly big eaters, or you particularly want to try a lot of restaurants. It's worth doing if that suits your family. Meal plans aren't always going to suit people. If you are a family that enjoys quick service, they're not particularly quick, but if you prefer the counter service restaurants, then that suits you, then you do you. You don't have to have a meal plan. It's not essential to have a good time. It's one of the options. I personally prefer to have a meal plan. You know, I can then say, oh, well, I've got a plus meal plan, but I want to eat Inventions. I can pay a top up, which is currently 41 euros. No, 41 euros from standard, to go to Inventions, and then a drink on top, or you can have free water. So that's a good thing to be aware of, is the top ups. You can top up from your hotel breakfast to character breakfast. There's 2 character breakfasts currently running in Disneyland Paris. There's the Princess Breakfast, which is above premium. So even if you've got a premium meal plan, you've still got a small top up to pay. And there's the Plaza Gardens character breakfast. Sorry, I'm on like my 20th take of this. It was light when I started. And I know my camera's gonna die. I'm trying to get through it. So yeah, there's 2 breakfasts to top up to if you wish to from your hotels. It's around 17 euros to top up from the lowest hotels, and the top up gets smaller. Again, I'm going to put the top up file from Disneyland Paris advice group on Facebook in the links below. You'll have to join the group to be able to view the files, but the files were made by the people who run the groups, so I can't really share them with you without you sort of giving them a bit of love and going and join their group. So, but they have some absolutely amazing information in their files. So yeah, how to use them. They're now all loaded onto a Magic Pass, which has your hotel room key, your meal plan if you have one, and your park tickets all on a little credit card. And you can ask them at any point to check to see how many you have left throughout your stay, if you haven't been keeping track yourself. But generally you'll get, if you're staying for 4 nights, you'll get 4 of each. So you'll get 4 breakfasts and 4 dinner or lunch. And you just swipe your card when you go in. So, yeah, they'll swipe it for you. You go in, you say, oh, I have a meal plan, or in fact most of the places will ask you, do you have a meal plan? Say yes, you give your card over at the end, and it's just like you would pay at the end of a meal, but you do it with your Magic Pass instead of your debit card or credit card or whatever. All of your gratuity or tips are included in your meal plan. Unlike, that's a big difference from Disney World, is that obviously in Disney World your tips aren't included, whereas in France it's not as customary to tip because your service is included in the restaurant bill. So you don't need to tip. If you've had particularly good service and you wish to tip, you can do that. It's not considered rude as such to tip. And most cast members will gladly accept a tip. But it's not expected. You know, they're not going to say, well, this is an 18%, so give me more. So that's definitely something that's a bonus. Are you going to be a pain in the bottom, Toffee? You gonna stay there? Stay. You're a good girl. Dog, just being a pain. So yeah, so let's just go over the giveaway. I have some of these awesome gift bags, which you'd be welcome to choose which ones you want. Obviously I have a couple spares because I like gift bags. And I also have this massive bag of goodies in here. I have a Fireside Treats Yankee candle, which smells just like Main Street at Disneyland Paris. I've got some Disney bath goodies, which are from, it says euros. I think I might have got that while I was out in France. I think this was from Superdrug. There's an inflatable beach ball. There's a Cinderella bath cap. There's some surprises in here as well. There's some Hello Kitty bath bombs, some Mickey Mouse patches, and there's also the, I'm not going to take it out because it took me forever to get it back in there, the Little Mermaid shell lamp from Primark. I've also got some bits on the way which are from Disney Parks, and there's also going to be a set of ears in there which I am making myself. So you'll get some ears, you'll get some pampery stuff, and to enter this you just need to go to my Instagram, which is In Search of the Magic, here, and find the giveaway, which was it's a pink picture. It's like a iPhone wallpaper that I've used and put some information on there. If you're already subscribed here, then you don't need to do that, but you do need to be subscribed to my YouTube channel and following me on Instagram. Like the picture, comment, tag a friend, and also comment. Either you can comment here or you can comment on your favourite video on my YouTube with your Instagram name, just so that I can actually correlate your, because not everyone has the same name on YouTube and on Instagram. So if you want to be in a chance of winning a huge goodie bag of Disney stuff, there's going to be park stuff, there's going to be some stuff from Shop Disney in here. I haven't finished adding stuff to this bag, so if you want to be in a chance of winning, it is open internationally. There's going to be no fees. If you're international, I will send it to you, that's no problem. And if you wish to enter that, that is how to do it. And I will see you next time with either some more information on Disneyland Paris or something more exciting. You never know. I'll see you all later, guys. Thanks. Bye.